planet's on fucking fire.
Hey guys, it's Nikki and Maddie and a guy.
And then the guy.
And Phoebe from Backyard Politics. And this is actually how Backyard Politics was birthed.
We started talking politics in the backyard.
Yes. So, there you go.
And that's the whole show.
See you later.
Medicare.
See the guy. Oh, fuck, it's been a long day. So, I was asking you, basically, okay, like, share, subscribe, do all that shit. Help me out. But how I envisioned this channel to go was like, I am a political fiend and I listen to way too many podcasts during the day, and then I fill his ear in the evening to the point where he's like, okay, just stop. So
I don't usually say stop.
no, but like we talk about
Sometimes
it.
I do.
We talk about it in the backyard, and that's obviously how the shit unfolded. So I was asking you if you remember who Kshama Sawant is, because they are recalling her position. They're trying to kick her out.
What do you mean by, like, recalling her position? Like, saying it's no longer a position, or saying, like, that she's no longer going to be in that position?
They are recalling her being there because they're pissed that she let protesters and the public into City Hall where they're supposed to be, right? So they're they're redoing a vote, from what I understand.
Wasn't this, like, a year ago that she got into office, or am I, like, it's
Yeah.
confusing?
No, yeah, that's true.
It's really weird.
So they're,
And who is it that, is it the Washington State that's
I
approving this, or
I
what is
don't remember.
it? Okay, is it Amazon?
No, that's the thing, is Amazon went after her during her campaign. So
Yeah. If I recall correctly, and you know, if I'm wrong, call me out. But you know, it's been a long time, so like at least a year. But I remember, like Amazon spent like $1 million or something stupid like this to counter her, and she's not just I didn't mean it.
No,
but
it's-
like she's like a district representative. She's not like.
no, she's not even that.
It's lower than that,
She's
isn't
a city
it?
council member.
I knew it was fucking lower than that.
She
okay.
has
Okay.
no control over anything as far as Congress goes or representing
That's
her
right,
state.
that's right.
She only is a city council member, and that's how much she's doing for the people that they're trying to shut her down.
Okay. Okay.
So I just thought that was kind of ironic.
Yeah. So much shit happens and so much bullshit happens, and you step in dog shit so many times that you kind of forget that your shoe has tread on it.
Mhm.
And so that's why
No, I know.
I kind of forgot.
There's
But-
also, I don't know how much you know about Teresa Rayford. She, I don't know her exact position, I apologize, but she works for, like, the city of Portland. She's an activist, she's in the community, etc. And she has been smeared relentlessly because she backs BLM and stuff like that. They're basically doing the same thing to her, where like it's a huge hit piece, and the people that have that happen to them are the people that are actually making change happen. Like, look at what AOC's doing right now. She was tweeting apparently about Joe Biden's dog taking a shit in the White House
Very
instead of being upset that there are kids still in the cages. And she even put out, I don't know if you saw this, she put out a video where she was saying, well, both parties are responsible for it, but under Trump it was worse because of this, even though she didn't say that Joe Biden was the VP for Obama who put the fucking cages there.
Is that the video where she kept zooming in on her eye?
I think so.
Okay. 'Cause
Well,
that's all
no, that's another one. That was another one.
okay.
Where she was zooming in on her face.
Yeah.
Richie Medhurst, actually. Side note, he has a funny little clip that you have to watch later where he's making fun of that. It's really funny. It was on Twitter.
Oh man, see, I try to catch myself from doing this, but whenever like somebody does something I don't like, and I think everybody does this, like they do it to some degree at least, but like when somebody does something that I think is stupid, like I pick out things obviously that they're doing that are stupid, but then I pick out other things that have nothing to do with the subject matter that I think are stupid. So like ASA's video where like she's like talking a bunch of garbage. All I could pick out was the fact that she kept zooming in on one eye. And I was like, you stupid eye. You know? Well, it's like when like somebody fucks you over, and the reason why they fucked you over, you know, that stands hard, but then you start picking out other things about them, like, man, they have stupid ears. You know? Or, did you see that guy's thumb?
Yeah.
It's weird looking.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's awesome. We were also talking a little bit about, like, pop culture and, like, specifically before in an earlier episode we had touched on Bob Dylan and John Baez,
Right.
too, but it got a little.
Don't say heated.
Not heated, but it was fun. It was spirited. But where the fuck is Green Day? Where has Green Day been? Revolution Radio, my ass. Are they the American Idiot?
Ooh, wow.
I
just
love-
dropped a dookie on that one.
I love Billy Joe, but
See,
he's
they
a
did.
dookie for not being around anywhere near the Trump era, Biden. Where the fuck are you, Billy?
Is he a dookie or a Nimrod? This is what I do.
Yes. So,
Anyway,
what do you think?
So, without warning,
Oh my God, what do you think?
I think that we set ourselves up for disappointment by holding these people to standards that we shouldn't.
I do too.
So, like, just the Green Day thing. So, yeah, it was fucking kick-ass when they went from being, you know, essentially a pop-punk band or whatever genre you want to label them that they were in the 90s.
Speak up a little bit. I don't think I can hear you.
And then they went from being a pop-punk band to being this band like when American Idiot came out. And it was like, oh my God, it's fucking rad. Like, you guys have something to say other than, like, party songs and songs about, you know, just day-to-day on the level life. Like, you have something to say more about, like, what's going on nationally, internationally, and all these things. And it was kick-ass. It was like, oh my God, this is so cool. But then, like, they talked a lot of shit that, like, I agreed with. You agreed with. A lot of people did. But
Against Bush.
But then, like, yeah, against Bush. But then, like, were they at protest? Did they contribute in any other way that wouldn't return $1 for them? And it fucking sucks, because, like, and we talked about this too, like the whole hero concept of, like, you know, you hold these people so high, and yet when they don't come through, you're so mad at them. But at the end of the day, it was them trying to make a buck and you falling for it.
Yeah.
And it hurts to admit that. It really fucking hurts to admit that.
Yeah. Well, they made quite the haul. I just think that it's strange that, like, with how much money they could have made during the Trump era, why were they silent?
They weren't totally silent.
It's way easier to make money off of how stupid Trump was than how stupid Bush was. I think.
I'm with you. I mean, okay, I'm with you too, and I'll bounce back and forth in this way because, like, the BLM movement never, ever could have started during the Bush administration or during Obama. We needed somebody that we, like, were told to hate in order for that to really happen. Because police violence against people of color didn't start in 2016.
Right.
It's
We
been
needed-
around for fucking
It
ever.
had to come to a boiling point again, just like
Right.
the LA riots.
Yeah.
Riots. I use that term loosely as fucking protests.
Right. Trump was basically the engine smoking.
Okay, real quick. A protest, a riot, all a riot is right now, what people are calling a riot is a fucking protest. And the people that are throwing shit are protesting it in a different fucking way. And they are individuals, and they should be dealt with as individuals, not as a whole fucking crowd.
All right. I
Just
can get
saying.
No, I can get on board with that. We
I
talked about
heard.
it before, like, don't tell somebody else how to protest.
Right.
And I'm on board with that. Like, I've been to protests where I've seen things that I agree with, I've seen things that I don't agree with, but that's not why I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there for the greater cause.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. I heard on one of the podcasts I listened to, I don't remember which one, that Florida is trying to outlaw, I think it was Combo Couch. Florida is trying to outlaw, maybe outlaw's not the right word. Like, if you have 3 or more people that go against the establishment that are congregating, that can be considered against the law.
So churches are not allowed anymore?
No, that's going with the establishment.
Okay.
So literally they can say anything. It's just like adding fucking menial charges to another charge.
Right.
And that's also just like, I'm sorry to like go so far off topic, but we barely touched on this and I want to talk about it, is Oregon, I can't remember, I think it passed the House and it has to pass the Senate, something like that, but we are looking to make public displays of nooses illegal, which a lot of people would hear and go, oh, that's great. I do not think so.
Okay.
Why?
I'm going to come forward
Real quick. Hold on. I
quick.
want to finish what I was saying.
I'll give you this one.
I was in the middle of talking.
I know, I just had something to say.
I'm pissed about it. It should not be fucking illegal. You should have every right to display whatever the fuck you want to display. It's not hurting anybody. They're not hanging anybody by a noose. This all started with, specifically in Oregon, with the right-wingers bringing in a noose and displaying it for our governor. So, are we going to make it illegal to put a guillotine in front of Jeff Bezos' house? Because fuck Jeff Bezos.
Can we put it in his house?
Like, seriously.
Okay.
They're just clamping down on our rights even more.
When you first told me about the new Oregon law, like, my initial reaction was like, yeah, definitely, like, that's always a sign of hate, so you have to get rid of it. But then I thought about it, it's like, as much as I obviously am against showing signs of hate, I'm also against silencing people.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, look,
because it'll eventually get back to you.
It'll get back to you. Look at it like on a broader like spectrum. Everybody that was mildly insane hated that Alex Jones was like saying misinformation. He did say some things that were true, but not a lot of it. But a lot of misinformation. I was like, shut this guy down. Everybody's like, shut him down. He's full of shit. And he's causing hate, and it's hate speech and all these things. And I'm like, I agree with that. I agree that it was hate speech. I agree that it was bullshit. But once you start shutting people like that down, then you start shutting people lesser than him and lesser than him down. And then it
not
loops.
Lesser, but less popular.
Well, I mean, lesser like that aren't saying as much bullshit.
Yeah.
And then it eventually loops around to where like, fucking everybody is gonna get shut down for just talking.
Well, and why can't we just prove him wrong? If he's a fucking dipshit, prove him wrong. That's the whole point.
Are you trying to tell me that's the point of freedom of speech?
Well, we don't have a fucking First Amendment.
No.
We don't. We can't fucking protest. We get shut down by the goddamn SWAT team down fucking town.
It's a shitty thing, and just to loop it back around to what we were talking about.
Get real comfortable with us.
What we were talking about initially, about hating people or having an opinion towards people and how that makes you feel. I know that sounds like a very broad statement, but like going back to music, there's a lot of people that hate musicians for what they've done in their personal lives.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay with me. But my question is, why did you start liking that individual, that artist, to begin with? Like, let's just dive right the fuck into it. Let's talk about
Ryan Adams.
Ryan Adams.
All right.
Okay.
Hot button issue in this.
Oh no. One more of these real quick. So Ryan Adams, from everything we've heard, is potentially a pedophile and a terrible human and sexually abusive and sexually manipulated people. So basically, he was accused of, hey, you want to go on tour with me this summer? You'll make $200,000, but you got to do this for me, and I'm not going to go into what he said that they had to do.
It's not even just that. He was also abusive, from what it sounds like, to his wife at the time and more.
Correct.
So there's a bunch of stuff.
Okay, so a bunch of
He's
shit.
a piece of shit.
For the record, so many disclaimers. I am very much against all of that.
Obviously.
Okay, so fuck that and fuck him on a personal level. All right. Do I still think that he wrote a bunch of great songs? Hell fucking yeah. Do I hate him as a person? Hell fucking yeah. And that's where, and
we don't disagree on either of those.
I know, but like, people watch videos like this and they look for answers. I'm not saying I have the answer. I'm saying that I'm conflicted because I never started listening to Ryan Adams because I read like a description of who he was as an individual. I never was like, okay, well, what music should I listen to tonight? All right, well, let me look at their personal bio and I'll pick them apart from there, and then I'll decide to listen to their songs. No, I started listening to Ryan Adams because I heard like one song and I'm like, that's really good. And then I got all of his other records and great fucking music. And so that's why I'm saying that I'm conflicted, because on a personal level, fuck him. On an artistic level, he's fucking genius.
I don't give a flying fuck if he is like the second coming. If that's what he did, that's it. Done. Done. Fucking done. And I'm not into all this cancel culture, like, one and done. But when you do something of that nature, fuck off, man. You're done. You are done. He used it as power. Yeah. He's a fucking narcissist. You can't save narcissists. You can't. You can't reform them. That's cops. Hello. Look where we're at.
They can't save themselves
and
either.
I don't give a shit. He is very, very talented, but will I ever buy an album again? Hell fucking no. Never. Never. And that's where we disagree. I will never support somebody that shit has come out about, because your money's going to that. Okay. Case in point, like Epstein stuff. Would you support that? No. So, just because you dig Ryan Adams' music, why would you support that?
Bath and Body Works.
No, I know. I am guilty
of
that. You out.
I did it.
I know.
Tit for tat, bitches.
All right. Our kid got a gift certificate to Bath and Body Works. And yes, I am guilty of spending $37 there once in, like, what, 5 years at least?
No, 2 years ago I bought you, like...
No, I didn't spend any money.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, as a household.
My decision to make a purchase, I have not spent any fucking money there in forever. Right. I'm guilty of spending... I'm sorry. Sorry. But then it goes back to
it goes back to it though, because like why did you the very first time you bought something from Bath and Body Works, was it because of their company's culture? Was it because of their owners?
It doesn't matter.
Guy? No, you did it because you liked the product.
Yes, and then when you find out shit, They don't support that shit. Am I guilty of it this last time? Yes. But let's spin it to this. Poor people, like us, have to shop at places like Walmart and Amazon sometimes because it's cheap. So we're stuck supporting the places we want to shut down. How do we break that cycle?
I don't know. Honestly, I mean, I have ideas on where you can start, but like with any startup, anything, it takes people and it takes balls to do it. And I don't mean balls in the you got to be a man sense. I mean like you need passion and you got to be strong to do it. But it's hard to be strong when you're so poor that the only place you can shop at is Walmart.
I think
That's a tough go.
Right. Well, in a lot of places, like, oh shit, in Kansas, in some places, all you can shop is at Walmart because that's all there is. So I'm not talking about that. But here in Salem, what we could do is minimalize what we buy and make smarter purchases. That would help. Because
but is it something that we can actually do? I mean, look at it like
yeah,
this.
why not? Like the lentil thing I was telling you earlier.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
And again, I would love to have answers, but like I don't feel like we have. To have answers, you have to have options, and if you don't have options, you don't have answers. And that's what it comes down to. So how do we solve that? That's the bigger question. But going back a couple steps. For example, the soap that we buy. Okay, we get it at Walmart. You get like a 12-pack. It's like $4. Okay, we can afford that. If we didn't want to buy from Walmart, and if we didn't want to use all that plastic and non-recyclable stuff, we could buy from that shop downtown where it costs like $4 a bar.
You don't have to go to that extreme.
I'm just saying.
That's what you always do.
I'm just saying that. What's the other option for soap?
For soap?
Yeah, for soap.
Why for soap?
I'm showing one example.
Of cutting down on the cost of soap?
No, I'm showing one example of how to not support Walmart, support local business, and also throwing in like
do a little
going
research.
Green with it.
I'm sure that there's like shit on Etsy that you can afford. It's cheap. Or see if you can make your own. I know that soap is kind of a pain in the ass, and we don't want to turn into what's his name, Tyler Durden?
Durden.
Okay.
I was hoping we'd somehow loop around a Fight Club at some point. But we're not going to talk about it.
Oh, when somebody came over the other day, we touched on Boondock Saints, which, if you guys have not seen that, go watch Boondock Saints. It's fucking great.
I'm going to be a dick and say the second one is just as good, just different. Nope. They're different movies.
First one's always the better.
Both are great. That's not true. Die Hard 3 is your favorite.
Oh, that's true. Well, Die Hard 1 is, like, not comparable. It's its own... It's a Christmas movie.
Very original.
Anyway. Oh, there's a hummingbird. I wish you guys could see it. I got a hummingbird feeder at the Dollar Tree, and there's a hummingbird that's drinking out of it.
Oh, you support the Dollar Tree?
Yeah, until I find out that they're related to Epstein.
You know what they pay those people that work there?
Actually, one of my friends said that was one of the best jobs he's ever had. So, suck it. This is really fun. Do you guys like our new plastic stuff? Oh,
it's recycled dinosaurs.
Here's something.
That's what it is.
We had a plastic bag ban here in Oregon that just passed, like, I don't know, 3-4 months before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And now people forgot about it, and there's plastic bags everywhere. So.
I will say this, like, a lot of people are like, oh no, they're coming for my garbage bags that I use. Because they would,
They did. Oh my God, my grandma's so cute.
So
But she thought the same thing, I think.
This is the funny part, is like, people would go to Safeway or wherever, and they'd buy their groceries, they put them in plastic bags, and then they would use them as garbage bags and be like, see, I recycle.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's called reusing, not recycling.
Yeah.
We need hemp.
It's twice used plastic, not single use. Deuce use. Call it deuce use. That sounds like something else entirely. Oh, but no. Anyway, what I was getting at was like when the plastic bag ban was in full effect. I don't know about you, but like driving down the street, walking down the road, I didn't see plastic bags all over the place like it used to be. And then now, like that COVID made us not recycle or care about the environment anymore. That makes sense. Now I see them all the time, everywhere.
Yeah,
Driving down the street, they're fucking all over the place.
Oh, and we've talked about this too. So we've been feeding the hungry neighbors in the area and like unsheltered people, and single-use plastics are literally like that's all we use for it because it's cling wrap. It's
Ziplocs.
well, not just that. Like we've used like the to-go boxes, but what was it I was gonna say that it was?
Aluminum foil?
No, the cheese, the singles.
Oh my god. The only way to recycle that is to burn it and pray.
It's burn plastic anyway.
No shit.
Like,
I'm not saying that, but like you can't recycle it. That's what I'm saying.
There's so much plastic, but then also like they need especially people that are unhoused, they need plastic bags because then it keeps their shit dry.
Yeah.
Like, you try to walk around, this is Oregon for fuck's sake. You walk around with a paper bag for 3 minutes, it's bottoms out.
It's wet.
It's gone.
That's like the beautifully dark and sadistic circle of essentially corporations and the 1% owning everything and not giving a fuck. Because in order for us to, and I'm not trying to like toot my own flute or high horse any of this shit, but in order for us to feed these unsheltered people and these people that are hungry, the only way for us to like really do it on a sanitary level and on a realistic level is to use non-recyclable plastics.
Yeah.
And other things that you just can't fucking recycle.
Especially because of cost.
So that's where I was going, like with the circle of it. Like, we want to help the unsheltered and those that need, but we want to also not like fuck the environment. Yet the only way to do that is to keep creating all this waste. And like it's a really, really fucked up thing, because as much as it breaks my heart that all these people need to eat from our fridge, it's also like, okay, cool, I'm glad that we have that.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing. But then at the same time, I'm like, oh my god. You know, it doesn't end.
I know. There was something else I was saying, I totally forgot. But, while I'm thinking of it, Grandma Wood has new merchandise, so if you guys are in the market, go check that out. Buy some. If you want, you can buy me a shirt. Just kidding, I have a shirt. And then, also, Heartlands Media fucking rocks. So, go subscribe to them too, because they need our support. All of us are getting censored, we're getting shut down. Graham's not making any fucking money through YouTube. Heartlands Media has been suppressed the hell out of. Everybody has. This channel doesn't grow. So, I put all my stuff on Odyssey recently, so go check out that link. It's on Instagram and Twitter, so find that. I'll put it in the description box too. But
well, if we're doing like shout-outs, can we talk about my music channel?
yeah, go for it.
All right. We're going to talk about my music channel. And that's all. No, I have a music channel, so check it out. She'll put it in the show notes. I'm not a great singer.
I will. I'm just kidding. I will. It's fine.
She's getting spicy.
Yeah.
No, I'm not the best singer around, but I dig my shit. I think I write good songs and great lyrics, and I make it work. So, check it out.
Yeah. Anything else, Sam?
Pretty hungry.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up. It's only April 2nd. So we will have a lot more of these outside.
Yeah.
Yay! As the weather gets nicer. And make sure you like, share, subscribe. Comment down below whether or not you like this thing.
Whoa.
I hate that
Try it on.
fucking hat.
See if
It is
looks better on
ugly.
you.
No. It's hideous.
I don't think it's
Comment
hideous.
below and tell us if you like it or not.
I think it's like an emo Indiana Jones.
I don't know where you get emo.
Because, like,
It's black.
dark.
It's black Indiana Jones. That's awesome. All right. We're going to go eat. So stay safe, everybody. And support us and what we do on Patreon and Venmo. And there's more exciting shit coming your way. Everything is at Backyard Politics. Medicare be with you. Peace.